Let's get the show started, shall we?
Live from BC Children's Hospital in Vancouver, it's the 29th Annual Miracle Weekend.
Yes, welcome inside BC Children's Hospital. You know, this place serves 1 million children living in BC and the Yukon. They treat the severely ill kids, of course, but they also take care of all those smaller things like the bad ear infection that happens at 2:30 in the morning or a broken elbow.
Those things can feel like big things to little people,
For sure.
I'm sure. So for the next 4 hours, all day tomorrow, we will give you an insight into so many heroic stories and how this hospital is such an important place to many families around beautiful British Columbia.
Hi, I'm Megan. I have Crohn's disease and I've been here continuously for 6 months. And I'd like to say your support has been helping kids like me get better.
All right, we're here on the couches with Meghan Doerksen and her sister Amy. Nice to have you both here.
Thank
You having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Now, your sister said you were nervous, but you're not nervous anymore, are you? Don't be nervous. So we're here to talk about you. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what happened last summer?
Well, I was in the hospital for 6 months, which is not how I want to spend my summer.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
Yeah, it was a painful journey, and it was long, but eventually I did get through it.
Yeah, you had Crohn's disease, right? That's
Yeah,
what you're
I still
diagnosed with.
do.
You still do, yeah.
Yeah.
So you were had headaches and you were throwing up, and
Yeah,
that's
and
what
a lot
happened.
of pain in my stomach and everything.
For sure. So tell us about the experience here at Children's Hospital, specifically dealing with the people that were trying to help you.
Well, the nurses are just so nice and care so much, and the volunteers. Well, my favorite is Kieran. She's watching. Hello. They're so nice, and they're amazing, and they're part of our family now.
Yeah. How about you, Amy, going through all of this with your sister? What was it like for the family going through and seeing your sister in so much pain?
It was hard, but the people at Children's, they were so good to us, and the nurses really took time to get to know you,
Yeah.
and they were so good for the family.
Yeah. And you said that you both played a lot of card games together, right?
Yeah,
Is that what you
we
guys
sure did.
Because there was a lot of time when you just were in the hospital room together, right?
Yeah.
Is this brought you both together a lot more than you were before?
Yeah.
Sisters always have that bond, but this is something that
Yeah.
you were going through and you went through with her.
Yeah. No, this
Yeah.
was good, and we spent a lot of nights sleeping over, and that really
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
your
was
favorite
so much
part?
fun. And we would stay up late texting each other, even though we were right beside each other. It was hilarious. We were this close, but we were texting.
Of course.
And
Well,
we were
that's-
wait, why are we texting? And we were like, oh, no, we don't know. Let's just keep going.
That's right. Hey, that's what it's about today, right? Texting. In fact, I just texted you. Thank you very much for being here today. Good to see you, Megan and Amy as well. And you're doing well now?
Yeah, I'm much better.
All right. Great stuff, guys. Thanks very much for being here this weekend.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
Thank you.
Hundreds of BC retailers work together to make a huge difference for the kids at BC Children's Hospital. Since 1992, the Retail and Wholesale Fundraising Division has raised more than $61 million for the hospital.
The Retail Wholesale Division is all across the province, and the Children's Hospital looks after kids all across the province. So it's really a natural fit for us as retailers and wholesalers to look after our kids and raise money for kids everywhere.
From hot dog sales, silent auctions, golf tournaments to Jeans Day and Roundup at the Tills. Each year, our team comes up with creative and fun ways to raise funds, $1 at a time, for all of BC's kids. There's nothing more important than children and their families. Children are the most important, precious resource, and providing them with the most accessible health care in their own hometown is why we support Child Health BC.
Costco supports BC Children's Hospital. We believe that children truly are the future. They're the backbone of our society, and we believe that every person intrinsically wants to help a sick child when they see one, and this gives them the opportunity to do that through our campaign.
Well, we support BC Children's Hospital because one of Walmart's main missions is to support Canadian families in need. And this, unfortunately, has touched close to home with us. One of our associates, her son, was diagnosed with cancer just a little over 6 years ago. So this really touched close to our hearts. We were there to support her with the help from BC Children's Hospital. Thankfully, her son is now okay.
HY Louis is a family company, and in 2006, my son Cameron was diagnosed with brain cancer. And ever since then, the company has rallied behind both us as a family and rallied behind BC Children's Hospital.
We're passionate people, we're a passionate company right down from our president, and we really like to give. So, that's why we do it. It's a great cause.
The funds that we donate come right from our employees. We give them the opportunity to donate right off their paychecks on a payroll donation campaign. And when it comes to a charity like Children's Hospital, it's really not hard to get their support.
We are pleased to introduce you now to our 2016 champion child. I had a chance to chat with Aiden Chin earlier this evening. 5 years ago, cancer tore apart Aiden's world and forced him into BC Children's Hospital for weeks at a time. But you know what? Cancer couldn't break the deep bond Aiden had with his brother and his friends. In fact, it did quite the opposite.
I don't expect my cancer to come back. It's a new chapter in my life. I guess there is a sense of being a child, being a teen again. So there are times when I do feel free. I don't think I could ever fully go back to what it was like before. Bren was 7 years old and I was only 11, so we both were just kids, right?
I had no clue. I heard the cancer word, I was just like, what is that? Okay, maybe I'm gonna see him tomorrow. My eyes kind of started opening up and I was just like, Aiden's not gonna be here for a while. I'm only gonna see him maybe a couple times a week. It just kept on going in my head, like what if he was not gonna make it? What if I wasn't gonna see him at home anymore?
There were times when I was feeling really sick and out of it and tired, and there were times when it wasn't always the chemo, it was about how other patients in the hospital were doing.
You don't know what it's like, because I've been through so much pain, but I want to be here for 2 weeks. And they'd be here for 6 months, you say?
And I was sad that there were other patients and there were other children that were younger than me going through cancers that were harder than mine. Basically from that point on, I was like, why don't I try to get through it and then hopefully come back, help out. That's what I've basically been trying to do since I finished treatment. I got to join this club at the hospital called the Oncology Teen Group Club. It's something that you can't find out of the hospital. As a survivor, I'm still part of the teen group. There's still a lot of support that I can give to them and they can give to me, because there's an understanding that treatment isn't over when you're a survivor. There's still an emotional side of things. You have friends that are going through it, friends that aren't gonna make it through it, and that becomes a reality for you. It's not just over. Brooke was a friend of mine that I met in the hospital, and she became basically a sister to me. Brooke was definitely the closest friend that I had that I lost. The day before she passed away, I did get to see her in the hospital, and I did get to hold her hand, talk to her, and say goodbye, and tell her I loved her one last time. And I don't believe that you can accept something like that. You have to, I guess, learn to cope with it more. Before, I felt like cancer was something that was rare, that one in a ton of kids would be diagnosed, but it's not rare, and there's a lot of kids in oncology, children that are going through what you went through, and pain that is unexplainable. I want to be able to give back to those that have helped me in the hospital, that have made it so that I can go out there and be active and just live my life again.
It's a really good feeling that I could just go home and do something with my brother now. Without Children's Hospital, my brother wouldn't be here, so I'm eternally grateful for them being there.
I'm looking forward to staying connected to the hospital because it's been such a big part, giving back and pursuing the dreams that I have, and being able to do that because of BC Children's Hospital.
Miracle Weekend coming to a close, but what a weekend it's been. It's time to check in for a big total, guys.
It is.
Let's do
So
it.
before we do this, though, I really would like to say thanks to all the volunteers working behind the scenes who helped us out.
Yes.
It really is a cast of thousands. So do we want to do this right now?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Let's turn the numbers.
Okay.
8,
0, 6, 8, 1, 0.
Angels are smiling, lifted by love, awed by the children, exploring their world of pure innocence, pure love. Mothers and fathers whisper their prayers, take joy in knowing that everyone shares their faith and hope and love. Little ones laughing, lost in their play, through grateful eyes you can hear them say, thank you all, thank you, thank you all, thank you. Miracles happen with love and with help from the angel in all of us. Miracles happen, oh yes they do. Here's hoping someday what happens for you, and the peace comes to you from above. Miracles happen with love. Miracles happen with love, and with help from the angel and all of us. Miracles happen, oh yes they do. Here's hoping someday what happens for you, and peace comes to you from above.